All right. And we here. Now what we doing is debating Apple Music's best 100 albums. They just came out with a list over the weekend, and I just want to see how accurate they are and how much involved they are in the culture. You know what I mean? So, and I know it's gonna be a lot of shit on here that I don't know, a lot of shit that I never heard. So I'm already bracing myself for that. I already know, and it's all right because I don't listen to a lot of. I respect it, but I don't listen to a lot of rock. You know what I mean? Like it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I do like it, but I don't really, deep dive and fully listen. So, but there is gonna be some honorable mentions on this as well. Like ACDC, Pink Floyd, which that would never be on my list. But I understand as a whole and as a culture, probably even some Elvis Presley, and for sure I know the Beatles is on there. I guarantee the Beatles probably got, I'll say, 2 albums on there. I'm pretty convinced that. So I'm pretty sure Elvis Presley is on there. Michael Jackson is on there for sure. Uh, you know, shit that I don't really listen to. Like I said, Elvis Presley, Beatles, uh, Pink Floyd, ACDC, Metallica. Them was some real, cultural, not my culture, but, as a whole, Beatles, of course, people praise the Beatles and they love Elvis Presley like he's the greatest musician of all time, which he's not. But that's just my opinion though. I ain't nobody special. I'm just giving y'all my point of view. Um, y'all can hear me right though? Yeah. So let's get into it, man. Let me get to my sharing screen real quick. Let me see. Where we at? Okay, here we go. We up here. So this is, I'm gonna put y'all right here. I think that'll do right there. That's perfect, right? Oh yeah, there we go. It's me watching me. Hold on. All right, so let's get into it, right? So at 100, we got Body Talk by Robin. I don't know who the fuck this is. I don't know. Y'all let me know who it is. I have no fucking clue who this is. I don't even know what genre this is. Can we see? Can we click the album and see? Never heard of her. And I'm not even trying to be funny or be biased. I'm serious. I have no idea. So I don't know. I guess shout out to her. 99 is the Eagles. Hotel California. Uh Oh, matter of fact, I know they song though. It's the Hotel California, such a lovely place. I get it though. Like I said, I'm not mad at it so far. I mean, I get it. I understand. I heard this song. I don't even know who sung this song. I thought it was Pink Floyd, but they still play that song on the radio right now to this day. Especially at my job, it's always in rotation. So shout out to them, I guess. No, Travis Scott, Astro World. 98, that's crazy. Of all time, I get it. You know, Travis Scott, I wouldn't even have said this album. If anything, I would have put birds in the what's that shit with the birds? The bird album, the birds of the trap sing Brian McKnight. That album is way more better than this shit, but I guess the impact, the festival, everything. Like I'm trying to figure out like what are they going off of? Are we going off of numbers? Are we going off of impact? Because he had that big tour. Like, is it all like a package deal? Like, what are we consider? What are they considering? Because I know what I consider, but what are them folks in them offices looking at? Are we looking at the numbers? Are we going off of numbers? Is that what we doing? Is this a numbers game? Or are we talking about good music? You know what I mean? So yeah, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't put that on there, but I understand why it's on there. 100% super creative, super dope. But I mean, I guess it's cool. No, no, no. Go this way. What we doing? Rage Against the Machines. Y'all don't know anything about this album. This album is actually really fire. Rage Against the Machines is super dope. So to be in the top 100, I 100% understand it. I'm not even mad at this. I ain't mad at this. If you know about them, then you know what I'm talking about. I get that. That's coming. Lord, Pure Heroin. Okay, I'm not mad at this because I actually enjoy this album. This album is fire. And y'all don't know who Lord is. She sings that song Royals. Y'all know that song. As soon as you hear it, can't miss it. She's fire. Usher's Confessions at 95. Shit, I wouldn't have said that. I would have put this. This got to be higher. Like R&B album, this is easy top 10. R&B. Not of all time, but in R&B, that catalog. So I feel like this should have been a little bit more higher because this album's fire. I don't know who the fuck this is. Burial, Untrue. I don't know. Solange over Usher. Disrespectful. Very distasteful. I wouldn't have threw that on there. Y'all tripping. What we going off of? I need to figure out what is the context of this. Tyler, the creator, Flower Boy. I've probably heard 2 songs off this bitch. I really can't agree, honestly. He do got a fan base though, so I understand they gon' yeah, I guess. George Michael. No idea who this is. Like I told y'all, it's gonna be a lot of albums on this list that I've never heard of, and I'm not even downplaying or nothing because I don't even know what they talking about. But what I tell you, AC/DC, Back in Black. I'm not mad at that. I get it because I see shirts like this all the time. I see they got a whole following, whole fan base. I'm not mad at this. Of all time, they saying 100 best albums. I'm not mad at this. Lady Gaga, Fame Monster. I fuck with Lady Gaga. I would have never thought about putting her in there, but she did have some hits. She did have some shit. So 89, all right, that makes sense. Keep it that low. Don't go no higher than that. I think that's well deserved. I don't even need. Oh, I put a spell on you. Oh, I would never thought this would have been on the list. Okay, all right. I don't know who this is. Hold the motherfucking song. I don't know who this is, but I guess. My Life, Mary J. Blige, 86? Nigga, this is top 20. Hold on, y'all tripping. Stop playing with me. This is top 20, elite. Y'all tripping. 86 is very distasteful. Yeah, I'm not feeling that. I actually got this album. It's sitting. I pulled it right from the front. It's sitting right here on my little setup. So that's distasteful. 86 of all time. Nah, this is easy top 20. If you haven't heard, go back and vibe to that. That's nasty work. Yeah, this should have been higher. This is disrespectful. I don't like that. She need to be top 20. That album, My Life, is crazy. I went out and physically bought that and play that every other day. It's crazy. I have no idea who you is. But I do want to know, though. I ain't going to sit here and lie. I do want to check out some of these albums. Because if they saying it's top 100 of all time, and I'm a music head, so I'm definitely want to fuck with it, I guess. What? 84 Snoop Dogg Doggy Style is crazy. That's nasty, homie. That's nasty. This is nasty. Nah, this is nasty, homie. At 84, Snoop Dogg Doggy Style is easily top 5. Hands down. If you know, you know. This shit was a fucking impact. This is at 84. This needs to be way higher. So I'm really trying to figure out what they got in front of this because this is crazy. That's a shame to fuck on Apple. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Patti Smith, Horses. I don't know who the fuck this is. Don't know. What? 82. 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying is 82? What? This is clearly top 25, 20 albums of all time. Like, but that, I guess, they doing all genres. They doing of all time. And this is only 82. This is at 82. It should be way higher. I feel like, in my opinion. But they're going to have to come out with a top, like, rap albums. Like, I want to see what their perspective is on rap. But I guess if that's what they're doing, they're putting it at 82, then of all time. I mean, that's an accomplishment for 50 Cent because there's so many albums that's been released since to 2024. But this needs to be higher. I do not agree with this one. Neil Young, After the Gold Rush. I have no idea what this is or who this is. So if anybody in the chat could let me know, speak on it because I have no idea. Marshall Mathers, LP, Eminem. I respect that. I figured Eminem was going to have something on here because he was definitely impactful and did a lot of numbers. I ain't mad at this. Lana Del Rey. I'm not too hip. I'm hip to her, but I'm not really. I don't know. I can't judge it, but I do like some of her music, so I would have to tap in on that. Elton John, I could see that being on there because Elton John definitely is one of the greatest musicians of all time. Definitely in that top list. So I'm not mad at this. Madonna, yeah, can't forget about Madonna. Can't forget about Madonna. Never heard this album, but she definitely was a American sex icon, sex symbol for a very long time. So I'm not surprised she's in this list. Bad Bunny. I was not expecting Bad Bunny, but he has been going crazy and selling out arenas and shit like that. Haven't heard a song off of here, but I understand. Missy Elliott, Super Duper Fly. I'm not mad at this either. 75. I feel like Missy need a little bit more credit. Maybe let's move her up to the top 50 because Missy is definitely a legend. 9 Inch Nails. I heard a few of their songs, but like I said, it's a lot of stuff on here I haven't heard. Steely Dan, Aja. I have no idea what that is. SZA. I get that. I'm not mad at that. SZA's fire. SZA's fire for sure. Kraftwerk. Trans Europe Express. Never heard of it. Straight Outta Compton at 70. I felt like this needs to be a little more higher. This needs to be in like the top 30. I don't like where that's at. Metallica. What did I tell y'all? I said it was going to be a Metallica album on this list. I told y'all that. I told y'all Metallica, so I'm not mad at it because I knew they fan base, they shows. Some of them is still touring right now to this day. I mean, I think some of them passed away, but they're still doing cover bands and everything like that. So I'm not mad at it. You know, I get it. Strokes. I don't know what that is, who that is. Portishead, I actually heard some songs off of this, and it was actually pretty fire. But I wouldn't put them in the top 100. It's crazy. Wow. The Smiths, The Queen is Dead. Is this the album I think it is? No. But The Smiths, I heard about them because of The Weeknd samples a lot of their music. And I went back and listened to a few of them. They wasn't bad. De La Soul, I'm not mad at this. Definitely some hip-hop icons. Erykah Badu, Baduism. This is fire. I play this all the time. So I'm not mad at this either. Jimi Hendrix, I'm not mad at that either. I get it. He's definitely one of the most talented artists, musicians of all time. Tupac, All Eyes on Me at 62. This is easy top 20. This is easy. This needs to be a little more higher, man. Y'all fumbled the ball on that. Y'all tripping. Great album. Needs to be up higher. Sade, Love Deluxe. I feel like this needs to be in the top 50. It's almost there though, but it needs to be up a little higher. The Velvet Underground and Nico. I don't really know too much about this. Arctic Monkeys, AM. Never heard of this. I honestly want to go back and like listen to some of these albums just to see like what are they going off of, like what are they listening to that I'm not catching or it didn't fall into my catalog. I need to check it out. What's the Story? Morning Glory, Oasis. I feel like I heard of this album. Yeah, I don't know too much about this, so I can't really speak on them. D'Angelo, Voodoo. I'm not mad at that. D'Angelo is definitely fire. This album, I actually do play this album. This album is that shit. I wouldn't know if I would put it in that list, but shout out to Apple Music for acknowledging it. I ain't mad at it. The Cure. I don't even know what this is. I don't know. Anti-Rihanna. I figured Rihanna was going to have one in there. I figured that. I'm not mad at that. I Love Supreme. I don't know what this is. The Rolling Stones. Yeah, I figured Rolling Stones was going to have one on there too. At 53, I get it. Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction. I've never heard this album, but I've seen a lot of these t-shirts. And they sell out anytime they're at Hot Topic or PacSun, any of them. Like this album cover, this logo, it's always on a lot of albums. On a lot of t-shirts. So I guess it does. It has a major impact, I guess. Prince is fire. I definitely seen that coming. I know Prince was going to have something on there as well, for sure. Kate Bush. I don't know nothing about that. U2, definitely a big band. Heard a few of their songs. Not bad. I'm not mad at it. I figured U2 was going to have one on there. Beastie Boys. I don't really know. I guess so. Take Care. Yeah, this is cool. This is a good placement. I'm not the biggest fan of Drake, but Take Care is a good album. It's fire. I'm glad it's not up any higher because I don't agree with a lot of his shit. So, but I feel like top 50 is cool. Even top 30 would have been cool, but yeah, I get that. Bob Marley and the Wailers. Okay, I'm not mad at Bob Marley being on the list. Bjork. I don't know what I heard of her, but I don't know about this one. Like they putting this over like Confessions and shit like that. I mean, maybe because I don't listen to it, so I don't really know. But I guess Stevie Wonder. I'm not mad at Stevie Wonder being on this list. I don't know what the fuck this is. Talking Heads, Remain in Light. Janet Jackson. Okay, Janet. She got on that list. I'm not mad at that. Outkast, Aquemini. I love it. I'm not mad at that because Outkast is fire. And I just recently started listening to him. Not recently, but I say within the last like 5 years, I started doing my research on him and doing my own thing. And the Dungeon Family, Goody Mob, and all of them. So I'm not mad at that. Outkast definitely deserve way more credit. Far as groups, shout out to them. I fuck with them. Aretha Franklin. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at this at all. All right, Aretha. Nas Illmatic at 39 is nasty. This is very distasteful. This is clearly a top 10 album. It's in my 5, but of all time, easily 10. Well put together. The lyrics, the concept, the storytelling ability, the production, Q-Tip, Primo. You know what I mean? I think Pete Rock was on this. Don't quote me on that one. But yeah, 39 is nasty. They got to move this one up. I don't like where they put that. Come on now. Over like Carole King is in front of come on, man. Wu-Tang. I'm not a fan of Wu-Tang at all whatsoever, but I'm not mad at it making a list because I get the impact that it had on hip-hop in the world, actually. So I'm not mad at that, but it's all right. But I'm not over Illmatic. It's crazy. Beyonce, I feel it. Yeah, Beyonce's on there. She gonna be on there again. The Clash, never heard of them. Public Enemy, this album is fire. It takes a nation of millions to hold us back. This is actually a good album. I'm not mad at this being there. I don't know what Radiohead is. Maybe somebody can explain it, but we are getting to the knit and grit. See, that's what I'm saying, man. They put Ready to Die over All Eyes on Us, over Illmatic. I don't like that. I get why this is on the list, but I don't like that, homie. Never heard of her. Billie Eilish is on the list? Okay, I wasn't over Illmatic is crazy. We'll swap that one out. Yeah, she can't be on there. The Low End Theory, A Tribe Called Quest. I understand why this is on the list. I really do. Pink, I told y'all, what did I say? I said Pink Floyd was going to be on this list. Major impact. The Dark Side of the Moon, this is the crazy album. And I think they got a documentary on this album too, man. So I'm not mad at it being on this list. I knew it was coming. Led Zeppelin, forgot about them. I know they're going to be on the list too. It wouldn't be on my personal list, but I understand as a culture and as a whole why this is on there. I 100% agree. I'm not mad at it at all. Fire album. This is clearly another top 10 album. This should be in the top 10. Seriously. Maybe if they make a rap list, like strictly rap and hip hop, this is clearly top 5. It's gonna make within top 10. Has to be. Miles Davis, okay, I ain't mad at it, but I'll push this back a little more. David Bowie, get the fuck out of here. Daft Punk, I'm not mad at this being on the list because this is like one of their top albums. It went crazy. And they got some bangers on this album. Like, if you went to that shit, I ain't gonna lie. So I'm not mad at it being, I wouldn't have put it top 23, in the top, like, damn near 20, but it is what it is. Bruce Springsteen, he had all the bitches. He had all the bitches, so I get why he's on this list. He was actually on the last season of Curb Your Enthusiasm with Larry David. Funny episode. They putting it too high. The Beatles, I told y'all. What did I say? I said the Beatles is going to be on this list. The Beatles is going to be on this list. I knew it was coming. The Beach Boys, fuck no. I don't agree with that. Illmatic need to be right here. Dr. Dre the Chronic. Fuck is y'all talking about, man? I'm not mad at this, man. I would have put it in my top 10. I got a lot of good top 10 albums for real. Dr. Dre the Chronic is definitely on this list. Definitely on this list. For sure. 1000%. No. But I can't discredit her though. I can't discredit her. She's going crazy. Impact, everything as a whole. I get it, I guess. I wouldn't put it over no fucking Chronic and Illmatic and Kanye West, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That's kind of crazy, but I guess so. Marvin Gaye, I'm not mad at that, but John Mitchell, fuck no. Adele 21, I'm not mad at it because Adele's super fire. And her impact when she dropped this 21 album at 21 years old, I do believe that's where it came from. Super fire, so I'm not mad at it. Bob Dylan, you can go ahead and get up out of there. I'm not mad at this. Blueprint is definitely in my top 10. It's hard. Classic. Radiohead on here again? I don't even know who the fuck these people is. Get out of here. Fleetwood Mac, fuck off. Beyonce, I'm not mad at it. I told you she was gonna have another one. Lemonade, this did go crazy. Top 10 is, man, y'all killing me. Nirvana, Nevermind, I'm not mad at it. Super big impact. Amy Winehouse, I'm not mad at it. Y'all know how I feel about this. Good Kid, Mad City. I'm not mad at that. Kendrick definitely did his fucking thing. But I wouldn't have put it over no Illmatic or Chronic though. You know what I'm saying? Or Doggy Style is at 80, what, 84, 86? It's nasty, man. It's distasteful. Stevie Wonder? Nah. Frank Ocean Blonde? I guess. Of all time. What are we going off of though? Are we going off of sales numbers? Like what are we doing? I don't really care about numbers, but that's what we doing though. I guess. I mean this album still is in rotation, so he's going crazy. Purple Rain, I'm not mad at it. Because Prince was the shit. And he was going crazy on this album. Impact was nuts. I knew it. This album was definitely going to be on there. The Beatles, Abbey Road. We all know this picture. We all know this posters. They had them sold at everywhere. Even Walmart, all over. This shit was all over the place. I knew it was going to happen. Thriller, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. This is definitely a great album. He snapped. Want to Be Starting Something. Thriller, Beat It, Billie Jean, PYT, Pretty Young Thing. Like, this does got some shit on there. This got some slaps. Yeah. Damn, rest in peace, Mike, man. Damn. This album is iconic. And this is crazy. I am not mad at this. Lauryn Hill getting #1, and she only dropped one album solo and still being mentioned is crazy. The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, this is an amazing album. I'm not even really too disappointed in their top 5. It's just not, it wouldn't be in my top 5. Like if we're going to just do genres like rap and hip hop, I would have put this top 20. But for her to get it for all time, it speaks levels. So I'm not really mad at it, to be honest. I'm not mad at this at all. They list really it's shitty to me, but as a whole, as a collective, I mean, to even be on this list and even be acknowledged and mentioned is good for any artist. But I just feel like certain albums should have been higher. Like, I don't agree with the Mary J. Blige. I didn't like that. I think it needs to be higher. I think Usher's Confession needs to be moved up. Mary J needs to be moved up. Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style needs to be in the top 10. 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying need to be top 20. Straight Outta Compton needs to be moved up, I feel like. Tupac needs to be moved up. The Kanye needs to be moved up. The Chronic at 19 is not bad. Okay, I'm cool with that. Blueprint is cool. Good Kid, Mad City, I'm not mad at that. Thriller, I'm for sure not mad at. Nah, these top 2, honestly. The Michael Jackson and Lauryn Hill and Prince, top 5, like of all time, that's cool. Because I understand where they was going with that. But like, what are we basing this off of? Like, are we doing... What are we basing off? What are we basing this off of, though? Like, I wonder, how are they putting this together? How, like, what is they going off of? Are we going off of impact? Are we going off of numbers? I don't know. This list, if I would have did this list, it wouldn't have been... I wouldn't have did it that way. I wouldn't have put half of these albums on there because I never even heard of half of these people. But I didn't see no Rick James, no Tina Marie. So I don't know. That's my opinion though. So, you know, and I'm just a hip hop junkie. So I don't know. Maybe I need to do a hip hop list, honestly. So I think I'm gonna sit back over the weekend and put together me a list and see what y'all say and think about it. Cause I don't know, half of this shit I wouldn't put on there though. Maybe because I ain't, like I said, I ain't heard a lot of this shit, so I could be 100% wrong. It might be really fire. But I can't be biased. Um, I don't know what y'all think. Are they accurate or are they off? Do you agree with their list? Would you change some things around? What would you do? Just my opinion. You know, I'm just a music connoisseur. When it rains, it storms, man. Podcast every week. I'll tap in, man. Follow me on Instagram, IG, all that good shit. But yeah, I'm about to get out of here, man. Just my opinion. They need to change some adjustments and move some things around. But you know, who am I though? I'll let y'all next time.